Aion Classic in Korea have get a big new update, and since we are getting closer to Aion Classic European release, it's interesting to check what is happening in Korea, because one day in the future we'll be able to enjoy in all of that content here in the West. Stay with me for the next few minutes to see part of my live stream and to find out all about the new changes to stigma skills and the huge changes to in-game economy and Kina system of Aion Classic. Before we start, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. This is interesting. So I'm here on official website of Aion Classic in Korea, and you can see post from January 31st. That's today. Wow. Update for February 1st. That's tomorrow. Let's check it out. Today we'd like to inform you about stigma skill adjustments. That can be obtained in Throne of Dragonlord Telos, which was updated last December. So regarding stigma skills, every class have get one new stigma skill with update 3.0 a little bit later after that, right? So, and that stigmas are dropping in a new PvE dungeon called the Throne of Dragonlord Telos. On my YouTube channel, I have already dedicated videos to this dungeon, Throne of Dragonlord Telos, and I have one video only about the new stigma skills, where I go into details how stats of every skill, right? New stigma skill for each class, right? So, what are they doing? Acquisition skill balance adjustment. Therefore, increased. Okay, therefore, we've increased the range of application of intensive capture skill to 6 meters around. So for this is for different classes. Wow, they're adjusting for different classes. This is actually pretty interesting, right? So which classes do we have here, guys? Wait a second. So first class here is Templar, right? They have adjusted for Templar intensive capture 1. So new stigma skill for Templar is intensive capture 1. Existing effect we have and changed effect. So existing effect for Templar attracts enemies within 16 meters and up to 3 enemies within 5 meters and applies a movement speed reduction effect. Okay, shares the cooldown with capture skill, cooldown 30 seconds. So that's a new stigma for Templar. After the change, attracts enemies within 16 meters and up to 4 enemies within 6 meters and applies a movement speed reduction, shares the cooldown with capture skill, cooldown 30 seconds. So they didn't touch cooldown. However, they have increased up to 4 enemies within 6 meters. So they are becoming, this skill is becoming even more powerful, right? So this is skill for Templar. Then we have a skill for Ranger. Don't worry, I will not turn this into reading session, but we'll check a Ranger skill. So actually, a Ranger have that skill which you'll be able to remove iron skin. So you are saying right now, right, Ariana and Fast 7, you are talking about that. So you can see here, a Runaway Arrow 1 is a skill which inflicts physical damage on the target and cancels target's protection effect. So that means that with this skill, stigma skill from Ranger, you can remove iron skin. For example, right? You hit it, iron skin is gone. And you also make some damage. 3 minutes cooldown. Yes, it's a longer cooldown a little bit, which is kind of normal. It's a stigma skill. Let's check changed effect. Inflicts physical damage on the target and cancels the target's protection effect. So that thing have remained the same. So you'll be able to remove iron skin, for example, on Templar, right? Also confuses the target for... Wow! Wait a second. Also confuses the target for 3 seconds. If the chaos target is a PC, it moves randomly within a certain probability, 3-minute cooldown. So cooldown is the same, but for 3 seconds, a target is confused. That means you'll probably not be able to do anything within that 3 seconds. Ranger have now very, very powerful stigma skill. A long cooldown, yes, 3 minutes, but still, right? You remove a protection. Yeah. That's amazing, right? It's a buff. Yeah, it's a buff. Then we have Assassin. Let's check what they have done, Assassin. And like I have said, you can check a dedicated video on my YouTube channel, Aion Classic Korea New Stigma Skills. That is the title of the video, something like that. I have made that video like 1 month ago, when we have get new stigma skills for each class over there in Korea on Aion Classic servers. Check that video to see statistics, right? Stats for every skill. Today, I will show you here, right, what they have changed regarding different effects, right? What they have adjust, right? So after a month, of course, they have seen some things they needed to be changed, right? So they are changing it. So let's see. So regarding Assassin, as I remember, Assassin step 1. How was that skill looking? That skill was looking like Assassin is attacking, making damage. Then after that, after hit, Assassin go into hide mode, and you get that stealth status, right? And after that, you get increased movement speed. So it's kind of complexity to that skill, right? New stigma skill. Assassin hit, go in hide, and you get increased movement speed, Assassin, right? So existing effect before the change inflicts physical damage on the target, stuns the target for a while. Oh, okay, so it's a stun, and leaps backward 15 meters. Basic stealth status that increases movement speed for 3 seconds. Enhancement magic can be used with while in stealth. Cooldown 30 seconds. Very, very low cooldown and amazing skill, right? So you make damage. Check out that skill for Assassin. I mean, this is amazing, right? You make damage. You stun the target. Then you leap backward 15 meters and you go into hide. And you get additionally movement speed increase for 3 seconds. Wow! Inflicts physical damage on the target, stuns the target for a while, and also leaps backward 15 meters for 3 seconds. Basic stealth state that does not break even when attacked and increases movement speed. Did you see what is written here? So, Assassin in hide. Did I get this right? When Assassin is in hide, even if you get attacked, it will not break the hide. So you attack, right, some target, you are in hide, you still remain in hide. This is insane. This is absolutely insane, right? I think I can understand this good. So you are in hide as Assassin during this new stigma, right, effect. You hit target in hide, you are in hide, and you don't go out from hide. You are still in hide. What is this? Are you joking me? There are many more interesting changes. We should talk about it someday. Yeah, fellow, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely. We should talk about this, but this is a big buff. Wow, this is, I mean, we have seen, right, they have buff a new stigma skill for Ranger. They have buff it also for Templar. But this buff for Assassin, this is insane. You hit target while you are in hide and you remain in the hide. Wow. And this last skill is for Executioner. Is this Executioner? I think it is, right? Yeah, this is Executioner. We have high current drop. Existing effect inflicts magical damage on a target in the mid-air, restrained and nearby enemies, and silence effect cooldown for 30 seconds for 5 seconds. Cooldown for 30 seconds for 5 seconds. So basically, on your Executioner, I have seen like a video regarding this skill, right? You lift your target up in the air, in the mid-air. Okay, mid-air. And that target remains restrained over there. And silence effect. Okay, after the change, that was before the change. After the change, inflicts magical damage on the target and nearby enemies in mid-air, restrained. Okay, so it's the same. You lift the target up in the air and it remains over there. And silence effect that does not dissipate for 4 seconds. Cooldown time is 30 seconds. I don't know what this means. So cooldown is 30 seconds. Okay, for this skill. That is separate part. Cooldown is 30. That is short cooldown. Ooh, that is very short cooldown for this skill. Very short. And silence effect does not disappear for 4 seconds. Maybe dissipate or disappear. Dissipate would mean that it remains like all together, right? That's interesting. So again, buff. So basically with this new update, they have buff new stigma skills for Templar, Ranger, Assassin, and Executioner. I would say that Assassin, wow, really nice buff, right? Really nice buff, right? So interesting update over there in Korea, and I was mentioning that before, right? I can show you here. Let's go dive up. Where are those skills, right? I can show you a little bit those skills. Those at least which are changed. Aion. I wouldn't even notice this evening that if we didn't went. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Fast7. If you didn't tell me this, I wouldn't even move here, right, to check. This evening I wouldn't go to Aion Classic website over there in Korea to check the news. I was checking yesterday. I didn't find anything new. Here you can see Dragon Lord Telos, that new dungeon, right? The Throne of Dragon Lord Telos, where you can get those new stigmas. These are some pictures from that dungeon. And basically in this dungeon, this is a little bit of art, and you can see here Tiamat. Yeah, as a final boss you need to kill Tiamat, and as a reward you'll get new stigmas for all classes. And new stigmas preview we can actually get here, and there will be some sound here. I need to remove that sound. Okay, so you can see here different classes. So we were talking this evening about Templar. You can see here that skill for Templar. So it was that the pool. Now they have expand that pool, right? They have buff this pool for Templar, right? They have buff this pool for Templar. They have make it more powerful. Regarding Assassin, let's check Assassin here. So regarding Assassin, you jump on a target, you stun the target, then you leap backwards 15 meters and you remain in hide. But what is interesting, right? This is that skill. You can see it. It's in hide. But what is interesting, right? Before the change, when you are hitting the target, because you were in the hide, right? When you hit the target, you're not in hide anymore. However, now after the change, when you start to hit the target and you are still in hide, you remain in the hide. That's like insane, right? That's really insane. Fellow graphics, the Kina changes are amazingly insane. What do you mean the Kina changes? I didn't see what they have done regarding Kina changes. I didn't see anything. And let's check Ranger here. Regarding Ranger, I have already mentioned, right? You'll be able to remove shield effect from other classes. So you can see here, Ranger will hit Templar. Templar have Iron Skin, and Iron Skin, bye-bye. Iron Skin is gone. Let's check it again. So Ranger, new stigma skill, you make damage, you hit your target. In this case, Templar, right, have Iron Skin. You get Iron Skin removed. Let's check again. Templar, look, Iron Skin gone. So, nice, right? That was nice. And the last change was for Executioner, new class of Aion Classic over there in Korea. One day in the future, when we get update 3.0 in the future, right? Not right for release, but after a while, I hope we'll get it also here in Aion Classic in Europe, right? We'll also get new class Executioner, so let's check this change. So basically this skill is lifting up one target and nearby enemies in the mid-air, right? You make damage, you lift it up in the mid-air. Cooldown only 30 seconds, and there is a silence effect, which does not dissipate anymore. So you can see here, let's do it, up, target remains in mid-air, silence effect, and cooldown only 30 seconds. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. So, yeah, this is interesting. For this evening, we have discovered actually this information regarding changes which are happening over there in Korea. And everything here, what you can see, is actually very interesting, because one day in the future, right? One day, not in close future, because for Aion Classic European release, we'll get update 2.0, not 3.0. This here is 3.0 something, right? But one day in the future, maybe in a half year, maybe 1 year, everything what you can see right now will get here right in Europe, in Aion Classic European version of the game, but not for release, to be clear, right? So yeah, this was interesting to discover this evening. And if you are watching my live stream, let's go forward with live stream. And if you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, Thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon. And that was for the video. Don't worry guys, it's not see you soon, I'm still here. Okay. This is interesting. Misty Aion, waiting room. That's long waiting, 2 months. Misty, welcome to live stream, Misty. Come on, 2 months, that's short. It's worth to wait. It's worth to wait. Come on, we are waiting for some games for a few years, so 2 months, that's nothing. That's nothing. Welcome to live stream, Misty. Fellow graphics, a removed Kina cap. Cash loot will be for 1 Kina. Really? Recent changes in Korea and there have been working that direction for a long time since there are done many changes. Korea removed the Kina cap and added Kina as a reward for PvP, PvE daily and weekly quest between, really? 100k and 1 million. Cash loot items will be worth 1 Kina. So you can make Kina by playing the game. That's interesting. For example, each instance you run, you get crystals, then you sell to NPC, daily and weekly quest and the pass. Wow, that sounds actually pretty good. That sounds, I mean, wait a second, these changes are positive, I think, right? When you read it like this, fellow, right? When you read it like this, fellow graphics, this, man, this sounds pretty good. Especially for players who are playing Aion as a free-to-play, I mean on free-to-play way, right, which are not spending real money, right? I have to say that within last few months, NCSoft have done so many positive things regarding game over there in Korea. And for us also here, right, because we'll get this content one day in the future in Aion Classic in European version of the game, right, one day in the future. NCSoft have done so many positive moves within the last few months. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I like the direction which they have. I like that they have started with Aion Classic with early patch notes. They have started in Korea with 1.2, later 1.5, 7, 2.0, 2.4. But I like this direction also after 3.0. I like these changes regarding Kina. I also like they have added a new class and a new PvE dungeon, right? New stigmas for all classes. They are also very important, very important. They are working on expansion of Legion system. In my opinion, Legion system, guild system is one of the most important in-game systems in the game. And they are working on expanding that. So you'll be able to play more of content with your Legion members. That's absolutely amazing. And also they have announced, you have seen that probably before, right? They have announced that in the future, we'll be able to get new weapons in the game. We have seen Chanter with the whip. Yes, Chanter with the whip. And we have seen Cleric with some kind of disc. Also, they have announced Sarpan and Tiamaranta coming back, but they have changed map. A little bit different, right? They have changed the maps. They still need to announce how. But these are all positive changes. And I have to say, absolutely good work from NCSoft. The Kina topic, wait, let me check. Amazing work from NCSoft. Absolutely. February Kina reorganization update advanced notification. Wow, that's nice. I need to study this. Thank you, fellow, for this. Yeah, this is too long to read everything here now during live stream, right? Oh, look at this. Ah, you can sell for between 100k and between 1 million, right? And you get experience additionally, right? Add keys or rewards for some. Okay, February. Okay. This is going bookmarks. Classic server notice, Aion Classic bookmarks done. Thank you, fellow. This is reading material before I go to sleep. Yeah, but seriously, this is good. No, I shouldn't read this before I go to sleep, because then I will not be able to sleep. I will think how to make a new video out of this. No, I'm joking, of course. But it's actually very important information. This is very important. Very, very, very important. Interesting. Interesting. This is like a PvP PvE quest that will give you, yeah, 100k to 1 mil each. A time you do it, it's weekly. Ah, it's weekly. Yeah, I get it, it's weekly. Yeah, nice changes. This is from January 30. I see here date January 30, right? Yeah, very nice changes. Seriously, I like what they do. Absolutely amazing things regarding... and I think that this will reflect... Guys, this will have a reflection on the game itself. Game will become much better. Quality of the game, quality of your gameplay will become much better. And I think that we can be optimistic regarding Aion. We're really optimistic regarding Aion Classic. And I can show you here, I'm showing this every now and then. Look at this. This is here, ranking list of games in Korea, overall ranking list. Not only PC MMORPGs, right? This is overall ranking list. There are many games here. League of Legends, Lost Ark, many new games. Many new games. And look at this. This is top 50 games in Korea. Check out position number 9. You see it? Aion. Position number 9. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. This is old game. Beautiful game. But position number 9, to be on top 50 games in Korea on ranking position number 9, this is insane, right? There are so many good titles below. From Black Desert Online, Lineage, Warcraft, Apex Legends, Dota 2, Path of Exile, Blade and Soul, Fall Guys, Minecraft, Diablo 3, Final Fantasy 14, Diablo 4, Lineage W, Elden Ring. Everybody behind Aion. Amazing. I think this will have huge impact. It will have huge impact on future of Aion in Korea and in Europe. Forget about North America. Let's not talk about this. It didn't succeed over there because of specific reasons. But these changes which we are seeing within last few months, and with this attitude which NCSoft have within last half year or even year over there in Aion Classic in Korea, right? We have seen positive changes and we can be optimistic. Aion as a game, as not as Aion Live servers, but as Aion Classic, will survive and will live very nice life for a long time over there in Korea and in Europe. I assure you of that. You'll see that. This is amazing, absolutely amazing. I am like very positively again surprised with what is happening over there in Korea, right? And we can be optimistic. I think that we should all be optimistic, right? And I wish I could share a little bit of more optimism for you, which I have. But I think that I am pretty much realistic. When I would see something bad is happening, I would say to you, look, guys, this is bad. This is not good. It's really bad. But it's not. It's really good, right? And regarding all of these changes which are currently happening over there in Korea, and all of these changes, don't forget, we will see one day in the future in Aion Classic in Europe. Not right after release, obviously, right? We are getting update 2.0, but later we will get all of this. This is absolutely amazing, very positive regarding Kina changes, regarding Legion system expansion, regarding new classes, regarding new regions, new weapons, new stigmas. Good work from NCSoft. I don't want to praise too much NCSoft. I didn't get paid, just to let you know. Nobody didn't pay me. Neither Gameforge, neither NCSoft. Nobody didn't pay me to say that or to say that. But seriously, these are positive things. I think that we will be able to enjoy. I'm happy because we'll be able to enjoy in one really beautiful MMORPG, which Aion Classic is, those early patch notes, very soon in Europe. And when they implement all of these changes, right, on European servers, it will be amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah. So for this evening, I hope you have enjoyed this, and we have stumbled on this by accident. Thank you, fellow, for this information. I wouldn't notice this regarding Kina. I have seen that information regarding stigma changes, right? They have buffed a few classes. But regarding Kina, this I didn't see. I will study this for sure, and maybe even make a dedicated video regarding this topic, because this is important, right? For every player of Aion to know this, because this is something good. Absolutely something good. This is one measure against bots. So everything what you can see here, I already know what I will see. This is against bot accounts. So even if you have bots in the game, it will not be any more efficient for you like it was before. And this is to reward players who are actually playing the game. Not grinding. I'm not talking about grinding like you said, Fel, right? This is actually to reward players who are playing the game. Yeah, okay. Enough of praising. I don't want to praise too much NCSoft or Gameforge. This is not regarding Gameforge, right? This is regarding only NCSoft, developers of the game. But they have deserved really to say they have done positive changes. And yeah, we can only look forward to play this one day in the future in Europe, right? Very nice.